Oh. Is the idea just to construct the pyramid? Oh, I bet the lines also have to line up, huh? Hmm. Kinda seems like there's more pieces than I need too. So those line up for now. How did these ones go in? Oops. Did they not like invert or anything? The inside lines all match. Whoops. Oh. Oh, the lines of you match up, right? No, you don't fit, you don't rotate to fit inside? Seems to match what they all look like on the inside. I thought it would rotate and flip over and go inside or something. What's the logic here? I can't go to that console over there? Did I put you in there? There's like a button and everything, but I can't do anything with that. These don't go in, right? Are they supposed to go on top or something? Like these three shapes are the only ones that let me go inside. What is happening? I feel like things got really like arcane and nonsensical at some point. Oh, you're supposed to go in the base. Okay, do you match the other ones? You do seem to match. Oh, that got confusing. That doesn't match. That does on this side, yeah. I think we're still good to go. Those match. Yeah. Hey! I was really confused. I was like, which ones am I supposed to grab? But they weren't fitting. It seemed like they'd have to auto-rotate to fit, and I guess I was just grabbing all the wrong ones. Hi. Strange thing. Does any of it move? I can't zoom in on it. Solid is the center ring 2 to the left of solid. Then middle is the half that's opposite. And that's like off by 1. I don't know if I'll be able to remember that, or if that's even how this works. What? What is going on? Okay, I let them all up. Is this supposed to be a clue? I don't see how it would be. That's 4x4. That's also 4x4. What? Do I rotate them till they fill all the way in, then type in whatever I get as the answer? Everything's filled in. Little S shape and a dot. I'm right. Okay. Now it's moving those around. Okay. Did I... What did I do? Am I trying to make them match? Let's make you rotate by 2. See if I can duplicate that. Is that it? Not quite. Now they're all moving. This became the most bizarre shit. Okay, so I assume I want each of these to be in... I want these to point at these, I think. Like, make the solid one point at the solid one, half point at the half, full point at the full. You can only rotate them in one direction. I'm trying to study how this changes. It's also really hard to remember those codes. I guess one idea is I want to rotate. Let's see. It seems like no matter what they wrote, I think when I only did one of them, they all rotated a little bit. I'm just trying to assume that how much you rotate each one, the code gives you an answer that somehow makes each one move. And if you didn't move them in when the thing where you're driving the code, I think they might move by a minimum of 1 anyway. So let's just say I don't want to move this one. I want to move the center one by a lot and the outer one by a little. Let's try that. So zigzag a little bit and then a dot. The solid one did what I thought it would. Okay, so it moves by I think it moves by the number of times I rotated the thing. Like the corresponding ring, but also moves by a minimum of 1 regardless. So we're on the right track. This lines up with that, that lines up with that. This one needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think it does 3 automatically, so let's do 3 for the half. Then I might have to just do one code over and over again until they all get around. It only moved by 3. Thought it moved by 4 because I moved it by 3, since everything else auto moves by 1. Alright, well now it needs to move by 2 in order to be in sync with the other ones, because... No, it needs to move by 3 again. It needs to be... because these are going to be off by 2 from theirs, and this, so that means this one has to be off by 2, which means it has to be here, so it has to move by 3 again. I actually can't type it in again. I have to go type this in. Okay. Oh, it changes every time. Oh, right, because I'm making 3 of these light up. I'm making 3 of these light up, but one of these is always lit up, so that's how it, that's why it's always moving by 1. So... dot, dot, then 3. So, you're off by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They should also all be off by 2 in the other direction. So I need both of them to move by... I need everything to move by 10. Then they'll be lined up. This whole ring is 5. So I just need to do 2 cycles now. L shape and a dot. Please don't make a mistake, because then I have to redo a lot of shit. 5. 5. 5. So I totally know how this works. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be good to go if I just do it again. But I have to find out what the new code is every time. Oops. Alright. 2 on the top. Do. I'm gonna double check to be sure, because I do not want to mess this up. It looks right. Yeah, I much prefer this kind of puzzle over the one I was doing downstairs with rotating the glyphs. Because in these kinds of things, you're just trying to deduce what the system is, and then execute on it once you've learned what it does. Oh yeah. So we're making very real progress, except for the part where I still can't figure out what they want from me with the cube. I almost feel like I'm supposed to be able to rotate that cube somehow. Like, how am I oh, did it move? It moved. Why did it move? What am I missing about you? If I could just rotate it around to the other side, we're good. Also, even after I do all this solution making, it might still be rotated correctly, because there's like a crystal in here, which I think is supposed to be my axis of orientation, but I can't tell where the crystal is in the cube itself, so I can't really tell what I'm doing. Like, this is the face right here, is what I see there. Based on what I can make out, I think this... Jesus, this is hard to orient in 3D space. I could see that the plate was outward facing up there. Up here you can see the corner, that this back corner has the solid chunk facing outward, and that's the one that faces the other direction. Because from in the distance I can see the 3 diagonal lines. So I can tell that these 3 are facing one way, that one's facing the other way. And from here I can just barely make out that that's the outside corner, is the solid metal part. Based on that, I can say that the opposite end at least doesn't have the metal exposed. Let's see. If that is over there, these are the ones that should have not have the metal exposed. They're all still facing the same direction, but I can deduce that since I can see the metal on this side facing outward, that means that the 2 I see up here, which were facing the other slanted direction up there, I can see from here that the metal's not exposed, so they must be facing this way. And since it still hasn't given it to me, maybe this is facing the other way too? Nope. I swear there's supposed to be like a way of me to... I feel like that there's got to be a way for me to move this thing around that I'm just missing somewhere. Like, it just feels like that'd be clearly the way to solve this puzzle. Because I can make the shape the right way, but I can't fucking see anything. And it seems like that would be part of the puzzle, would be to let me rotate it. This just isn't working again. This just isn't working. I'm gonna go back to my original plan. But like, I did this already, right? So why didn't it work before? Could the shapes not match up all the way, or... Oh... The air... That might be it. I'm sitting here trying to make it match that, but maybe you just have to make these arrows match up. So you're wrong. I guess I'll just keep shuffling every single one that the arrows don't quite match up on or something. None of those match up, so it must be a different one for you. You must be the one that needs to change then. I just went backwards on accident, I think. Oops. I don't think I even rotated at that time, technically. I don't think any of these match up. So you must be wrong again? Okay, so then you're the one that needs to change, I guess. Okay. Those line up. You don't line up. Which side's wrong? Not sure. Well, none of those fix the problem, so we'll try you. Blech. Damn it. Okay. It's... because there's no colors on it anywhere, it's hard to keep track of which side's which, or to keep my orientation. Like, I don't know if I'm going in circles and trying to swap out the same ones over and over again or not. Something doesn't match about you guys. There we go. Oh, I was on the complete wrong path. I thought I was supposed to make it match that shape. Oh. Oh. This cube had nothing to do with the solution. It was just here to be a weird distraction. That's why you couldn't rotate it and couldn't look at it well, because it's literally just a thing that was going to solve itself once I got this thing set up. Oh, we haven't had to do this since the beginning of the game. Yeah. Triangle? I have no idea. What? Oh. Okay. I mean, that's what it told me. Oh, I can move the whole cube now. I finally have my power. There we go. I find it interesting that of all the bizarre mechanics on this ship, that's the one that they felt the need to tutorialize at the very beginning of the game. Crystal octahedron. Who wants to play D&D? Oh, it's very broken in some spots. Kind of has a sun symbol at some spots. Are we done with you? Or do I put you in there? Maybe we'll try going upstairs? I'm hoping this one works now. Otherwise, I'm not sure where to go next. It looks like an octahedron. You don't want my octahedron? You even have like a similar shape in there. Crap. All right. There's nothing to do here. Can I go to his hands? No. There's one spot over there. I believe I solved that whole area. Both tables were used in a solution. Maybe that weird pedestal does something now. I used it to stop the vortex, right? But maybe there's more? Please, give me guidance. What do I do with it? Am I forgetting something? Do I need to go back downstairs? Well, the navigation is frustrating. I just want to walk somewhere. So we can't go over here because they automatically turn left during this animation and come down here. Yeah, they're just straight up are not options down here. During this chapter in particular, I feel like I'm really just grasping at straws a lot of the time. Or I just can't tell what the game wants from me. Which hasn't actually been true most of the time. How are there two spots over here? What is that? Oh, it's just the fact that I can, like, walk up to it without going into it, I think. Yeah, that doesn't seem to work. What? No. The wrist? Didn't I already try clicking on the hand? I guess that wasn't close enough. Feels weird, those giant eye-catching portals. Like they set up a giant eye-catching thing to tell you where to go next, but then you're also supposed to go to his wrists? Huh. You think they'd make them glow blue more or something, just to help you find them? Oh, you can click them. I thought I was gonna have to do a different puzzle for a second there. Okay. You are not making me play lights out right now. Really? Wait, what? Yeah, this is just lights out. Oh no. You did a naughty game. Lights out, really? Alright. At this point, I do expect Towers of Hanoi to show up. To their credit, they do give you ever so slightly different variations of these games. Like, they're doing all of the, like, by-the-book puzzles you see in every single game that does puzzles that doesn't have its own unique mechanic, like Portal or something, or Talos Principle. But like they'll do a slight shift on each one. like tile sliding puzzles or towers or lights out. Like they'll do a ever so slight change where the mechanic works slightly differently. But it's still ultimately you're being asked to play these games again, aren't you? Okay, so now we're doing it, except the one you press also changes. I did it. I'm back to where I started. Good job, me. Gotcha. Okay. Still tells me I can go to the wrist, but I don't think there's a reason to. And jump straight to the head? This is just the hallway that has the lever in it though, right? Yeah, that takes me back down to the previous room. Like, where else can I go? Is that one supposed to be glowing blue while that one's not? Does that mean something? It's solved, right? Part of me feels that, like, just being able to fly around gives you so much freedom of movement that it's just hard to tell where you're supposed to go next. Can I do something with these? Okay, what are you? I feel like this is gonna be some kind of printing press. Wait, I'm playing lights out again? Really? Really? How many times is this game gonna have me play lights out? I've played lights out so many times. Okay, now something's happening. Alright, other side. Oh, they gave me a time limit this time. Can't stop me with no time limit. Get the lights out. It's just not very hard. There's supposed to be a lever here that's just not here. Okay. Is it like lying on the floor somewhere? Or can I take this one out? No, you can't take... Oh, center ring. Did I put that one on the other one? Oh, I thought I'd go find a lever. Maybe I would just put the ring in and then it gives me a lever. Yep. Okay. I thought we'd have a series of orange beams firing into it, but now we've got portals pointing at it? I almost feel like I'm making no progress or something. Is that maybe that'll be the only beam that shoots at it though? Maybe there won't be a series of them? I just saw one puzzle there, one puzzle there, one puzzle there, and one puzzle there, and I just thought that each of them would shoot another orange beam into it. Can I go to the hands? Do you work yet? I'm starting to suspect I'm not going to see all of her messages. Because they went up to like 40 or something, but this one's still only 16. Oh, I can zoom in on it now. I tried that before and it didn't let me do it. What am I looking... Okay. So we're picking two to switch with each other in an attempt to make a drawing, but I don't know what the drawing's supposed to look like. So it's gonna be, some intense trial and error here. Oh. Oh, I was looking at the lines. I'm supposed to look at the black versus the white. There we go. There we go. I thought I was supposed to somehow match all the intricate lines up with each other, and I hadn't noticed the black versus the white yet, and I was like, are you insane? Now do I put you in here? There we go. That wasn't working before, right? Or did I not double click on it correctly? I could have sworn I tried to use that. What? Now what do you want from me with this? Oh god. Okay. Am I just filling up all of the sides with orange? There we go. Wait, what? Is it episodic, or is there a sequel, or... That was unexpected. Okay. For a moment there I was like, are there multiple endings? Because that was a weird ending. But I guess it's a cliffhanger. Whoa, what happened now? And then you get like a sequel that follows up on that or something? Huh. Okay. This has been Returner 77. I'd place it in a similar camp as the previous game I played, Without Escape, which is another... They're both first-person puzzle escape room type things where, you know, interact with stuff, figure out how to leave the area, proceed forward things. Both have an emphasis on really clean, striking visuals. More so with this one. That the other game had a mundane setting it starts off with and escalated from there a bit. But in both cases, the puzzles are... They leave a little bit more to be desired. They're especially like just very uneven. Like some of them were significantly more enjoyable and interesting than other ones were. And some of them were not. Generally, you were walking around on foot, so you had some idea of how to proceed until that last chapter was just floating around, and it was floating around while also not really knowing what the machine was supposed to do or look like and stuff. So like, it was just you didn't know what your objectives were you were trying to complete, nor where to go to complete them. So it was just kind of random flailing with lots of really slow moving around because the floating from spot to spot takes a long time, and the spots you can click on are kind of obscure, and you for the first time I had to start spamming the show me where I'm allowed to click button because it wasn't really feasible anymore to find all the spots, it seemed. And then they started making me play like lights out and tile sliding puzzles, and that kind of got disappointing. So in both cases I'd say the games have some promise and a setup, but also they just don't quite deliver in the puzzle department the way you would hope from the genre. And it seems to be that the games that are more simple to produce visually seem to have a better, just have more room to do more with the actual mechanics design, like the Zachtronics games, or like what was it called, Cosmic Express, or Pipe Push Paradise and stuff like that, where the visuals are way simpler and much more modular, and then they can do a lot more with the puzzles. And it seems like that's where the more mileage comes in. This game also is a bit similar to Without Escape in that just you go into it and you don't really have a ton of context for what's happening in the story, and then it just ramps up in a wacky way right at the end just to end abruptly. It's actually surprisingly similar. This one had a bit more setup, but a significant portion of my understanding of the story actually came from reading the Steam page before I played it, hearing that, oh, there's 77 returners. Aliens have wiped out humanity, and there's 77 returners, but they're all wiped out too, and it's down to just you guys, and there's like 8,000 sleepers, which are the humans that I guess will repopulate the Earth or something. Like, that stuff was actually... had surprisingly little context during the game, where most of the time it was just you trying to figure out how to navigate a ship while somebody else was also around somewhere displaced in time compared to you, but also there and maybe being pursued by someone. But even that didn't necessarily amount to much, because really what she was doing on the ship didn't really impact anything. So it's just that she said a few things that contextualized a couple of things for you, but mostly you were just navigating on your own, and you never find her until the cliffhanger ending anyway. I don't know. I'm curious enough that I would play the sequel just to see it out, but there's lots of good to go with, and to go with the bad, basically. Thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.